Welcome to Home Farm on a sunny, cold winter's morning. Today we're going to be sharpening our chainsaw. We've been in the process of cutting a lot of wood for our wood store to replenish our supply, and as a result our chainsaw has become a bit blunt again and the chain has become a bit slack. During the course of the last 12 months we have learned an awful lot about our chainsaw, largely thanks to a lot of the comments that were posted on our first YouTube video when we reviewed this Makita battery operated chainsaw. As it turns out, our chain was not sufficiently sharpened, and as a result it wasn't cutting the wood cleanly and we were actually burning it more than we were cutting it. We do watch our blade very attentively, making sure that it is sharp and that it is sufficiently tight. As we take a look at our chainsaw today, we can see that it has become a bit slack. Like I said, we've spent the last 2 days getting through an awful lot of wood. And I've now also noticed that we're not getting those nice wood shavings as we're actually cutting through the wood. It's becoming more dusty, which is, as it's been pointed out to us, a sign of the blade not being sharp enough. So today I'm going to show you how to sharpen and tighten the chain on this Makita battery operated chainsaw. So to do that, we're going to start by tightening the chain. I'm going to turn the chainsaw around so that you can see. In order to be safe, we're just going to lock the saw by pushing that closed. As we can see, there aren't any batteries in here, so there's no chance of the saw coming on at any stage and potentially doing any harm to us. So to tighten the chain, as we can see it's tightly slack, we take that, we pop it open, and we just loosen it ever so slightly, just one turn. You can see the saw's actually come down a little bit now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick the blade up so that it's pushed up to the top, and I'm going to start turning this way. As you can see that it's already clopped in. That's a good amount of tightness. Now I'm just going to take this, turn it back in, make sure that it's nice and tight, close, done. Super easy. And the chain has been tightened. Sharpening the chainsaw takes a little bit longer. You need a chainsaw sharpening tool. We use this one that we purchased from Stihl. And what you need to do is turn your chainsaw around ever so slightly so that you can see the grooves on the chain. When you look down at the chain, you'll see that every other tooth faces in the same direction. So what you need to do is take your sharpener, put it against the first tooth and just push forward. I typically do about 5 passes on each tooth. I typically find that that's enough for me. And then I move the chain down a little bit, and then I do the next one. And you progressively make your way around the chain. Now I sharpen a lot of the knives at home, and I can actually liken this a little bit to that. When you have a blunt knife and you try and sharpen it, you'll feel that there's a bit of resistance on the blade with a sharpener. The sharper that blade becomes, the less resistance you have on it. It's very much the same analogy I find doing the chainsaw. So as I'm doing that, you can find the teeth that are a little bit blunter. Like this one's pretty good. It's quite sharp still, so that's fine. Do the next one. That one's not too bad either. You'll just typically find it's just that first pass is just a little bit rough, if I could describe it that way. So the ones that are a little bit rough, you just want to get it so it's nice and smooth, and then you get it nice and sharp by doing that. So I'm going to work my way progressively around the chain, making sure that I get all of the teeth sharp. Now that we've finished doing all of the teeth facing that way, you'll see that there's teeth facing the other way. So I'm just going to adjust the saw ever so slightly, and I'm going to start working on those now. So that's it. Our chain is tightened, our teeth are nice and sharp, and I hope that that's given you an insight as to how to do that on this Makita battery operated chainsaw. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and I hope to see you on our next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. You can also follow us on Twitter or check out our website at myhomefarm.co.uk. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and if you have any suggestions for any other videos you would like to see, please leave a comment. We hope to see you on our next video.